Nancy, the sailing ship's in with the mail. Now get going. Step on it.
Hey, you up there. Turkey neck with a spyglass. Won't do you no good. My stage left here 10 minutes ago. Nothing left for you to pick up.
Nancy, can't you see there's a man at work?
What's all the hurry, Slim?
As if you didn't know. Why, that sailing ship's coming into harbor right now with them mail sacks. Boy, we sure outfoxed you and your old man this trip.
You sure did, Slim. By the time our wagon gets there won't be anything left to haul. Say, looks like you're losing a wheel.
Looks all right to me. Get out of the road now. We're sure going to outrun you this trip.
Well, good luck, Slim.
Ah! Get out of there! Whoa! You little wall-eyed heifer, you! Howdy, stranger.
Can I help you with anything?
You sure can. Get them lines untangled for me, will you? Boy, you wouldn't think that a pretty little old squirt of a gal would get you in a mess like this, would you?
Gal?
Yes, sir. Hey, listen, if you ever see a pretty little old gal with great big old blue eyes and a great big smile that wide, boy, and she tries to stop you, just run flat over her. Just flatten her out. I'm sorry I can't jaw with you, partner, but I got to get down to them docks. I've got to beat that Sawyer outfit down there, them mail sacks, or know the reason why. Ha! Get out of here! Wheel and deal! Don't steal and squeal! Go! How'd you get here so doggone fast?
What kept you, Slim?
A lady that ain't a lady.
The Sawyer Express Company is always first on the job. Stand back there. Throw those sacks right up in the wagon.
They always throw the mail around like that?
This Sawyer outfit does. They beat me to it this time.
Handle that mail a little more careful. There's people waiting for it in the gold camps.
Is that me you're talking to?
It took long enough for it to get here without throwing it around.
You hear that, Pete? We got to show a little more respect for this cargo.
Maybe you better handle this more dainty, a letter at a time.
Look, you got a contract that calls for special handling of this mail. Here, you take care of the rest of it.
I'll take that.
Better stay out of this, young lady.
I will not. Let go of that. I said let go. You did that on purpose.
Careful with the mail. Don't let it sink.
What about me?
Take care of that.
Why don't you mind your own business?
This is my business.
Holy smokes, am I glad to see you. Slim Pickens, my name.
Nice to know you.
Sorry, Mr. Allen.
Let's get this mail in that stagecoach.
Yeah.
What kind of man are you? Why didn't one of you punch him in the nose?
Punch him in the nose? The post office inspector they sent out here from Washington? How are you, Mr. McCall?
Well, Oren. Hello, Marie. How are you? Well, how was the trip this time?
Oh, fair winds and smooth sailing.
That's the argument. Great ship, one of the best.
Yes, sir. Only one little bit of trouble when we first came in at the dock. New inspector for the U.S. Post Office.
Oh? I wonder when they're going to stop sending them up here. I suppose this is a bright young man with a lot of new ideas and full of ambition.
Well, you can judge for yourself, sir. There he is. Name's Rex Allen.
Looking for me, Mr. Allen? Roger McCall. One and the same. Oh, post office department. That's what I wanted to talk to you about. Yeah, I know. The mail service. Sloppy handling. Letters late in getting through. Nothing anybody can do about it.
Maybe there is, Mr. McCall. People are demanding better service. There seems to be a lot of important packages and letters getting lost.
We handle the mail as well as can be expected. You don't think I'm going to jeopardize a $200,000 a year contract and purposely lose mail, do you? There's storms at sea. Ships get blown off their course, so you lose a sack or two of mail. But the sea lane is still the fastest route between here and San Diego.
The Post Office Department sent me down here to check the possibility of sending this mail over the Iron Mountain Trail.
Well, there is a possibility. But it'll take a lot longer than the time I can make with my clipper ships.
Maybe not, Mr. McCall. If anybody can beat your time, I'll see to it that they get this contract. Where's the Brockway stage lines?
Right down the street.
Thanks.
By the way, how much mail was lost on this trip?
About $5,000 cash and securities. Got it right here.
Let's go in the office.
Gold Gulch, Silver Gulch, Mud Flats, Brooklyn. Brooklyn?
Anybody home?
Sure, come on in.
Howdy there. Mr. Brockway, this is that postal inspector that helped me out down at the docks.
I want to thank you. Rex Allen, ain't it?
Yes, sir. I've got something important to talk to you about.
Quiet in there. I got important business out here. My gravy. Get so I can't hear myself think.
You don't have to think. You get all your ideas through this wall.
Dad, for heaven's sake. You know what Confucius say. He who has big ear look like jackass.
No, Nancy. He who has big ears picks up lots of dirt. Oh, all right.
This has been going on for ages. Why, they ain't spoke directly to one another since our stage run through his pet petunias.
Now, just what kind of a scheme did you have in mind, Mr. Allen?
Well, this is not a scheme. Here, I'll show you.
Well,
Right now, there's only one way to send mail, by the sea route. They start in San Francisco and on down to San Diego. What we need is a fast overland stage line. You could set up relay stations for fresh horses and make it in about 8 days. I think you could run McCall out of business.
and get busted trying to do it? That's a mighty big venture, young feller. More than I ever figured on.
There's $200,000 a year in the contract.
Yeah, but we'd be public beneficiaries.
How'd I know we could make it?
Test run against McCall's fastest ship. You could start at the same time, and I'm sure your coach could make it before he gets there.
Boy, you don't know how bad that Iron Mountain Trail is. Crossing streams, outlaws, rainstorms, muddy roads. And besides that, we'd need 100 horses for the relay stations.
They never stopped us yet.
I'm sorry, Mr. Allen. I'm just a small company. It's just too big a risk.
Dad, we can do it. The Sawyer Express Company.
By golly, you're right.
Well, looks like I've come to the wrong place.
Here, hold on there. I ain't giving up to this eavesdropping cattywampus. I'll gamble this if it takes my last dollar.
You got yourself a deal.
Well, here we go again. Say, how big a pile of dough would $200,000 make?
In gold, about the size of your hat.
6 an acre. Well, that's a pretty fair-sized nugget at that.
The old mossback. He can't even run that broken-down stage line he's got.
You eavesdropping old polecat.
Who you calling a
You
polecat?
hold it now. Here,
Fine
here.
government man you
You
are.
stay
You're
out
in
of it.
favorites. Now, Nancy, you just stay out of
There,
it.
you called
But
me
you're
a
a bit of
dog,
a
and
nail
I
kite.
will
Nancy,
do it with
will
his
you?
hair.
something!
Go ahead. you're doing fine.
You know, it isn't polite to shake hands with your gloves on. Fine government man you are, playing favorites.
Now, hold on here, Nancy. It ain't fair you using your womanly charm on him. Now, cut it out.
Oh, Slim.
It's all right, Slim. I wasn't playing any favorites. I just want to see this government mail handled right.
Now, this government contract is open to anyone who can beat the clipper ships. I'm declaring myself in the race.
I'll bet a month's profits the Brockway Stage Company gets the contract.
I'll take that bet and double it, you old goat. I hope you live long enough to collect it.
What's this about a trial run to San Diego? If I'm going to be in a race, I think I'm entitled to know.
We're telling you about it now. Your boat leaves for San Diego in a couple of days, don't it?
That's our schedule.
Well, my stagecoach will be leaving at the same time. We'll find out who winds up to San Diego first. Got bad news for you. We figured on beating your running time in half.
Bragging old blowhard.
You're going to need horses. Good ones and plenty of them. You'll never make it with one team.
Ha! I know where we can get them. Slim, go out to Copeland Ranch. Buy all the horses they got. Shag them in here pronto. The credit's good there.
Come on, Nancy. We got to see a man about buying some horses ourselves. And you'll be eating our dust all the way.
May the best man win.
Hey, kid, what are you going to be doing tomorrow morning?
Helping you wrangle horses, I guess.
Come on, help me wrangle this man.
You know, it's lucky that happened.
You mean the fight between them two old goats?
Sure, there'll only be one man to blame in case anything happens to scatter those horses.
Yeah, it might take them 2 or 3 days to round them up again.
That's going to help us a lot.
Yes, sir. Here they come. Let them get a little closer. All right, light it.
Head off the leaders. Head them off. Back down.
Look at them scatter.
Yeah, it'll take a week to round them up.
At least. Come on.
Well, hello, Rex. How'd it go?
Not so good, Mr. Brockway.
Where's Slim?
Out looking for lost horses.
Lost horses?
Somebody set off a blast and scattered them. We couldn't tell who it was, but we rounded up about 20 head of them, enough to stay in the race, or at least give them a run for their money.
Explosion. Stampede. Lost horses. There's only one man that could have done this. Sawyer. He'd give his right eye to beat us.
I heard what happened, and it serves you right. But don't you go accusing me of stampeding your horses.
Don't point that gun at me or I'll wrap it around that thick skull of yourn.
Put that gun away, Mr. Sawyer. We can settle this without somebody getting shot.
This is a private fight. Stay out of it.
You reprobate your ass. I've just been waiting for a chance. Let go of that gun, will you? You won't go. Can't do that just because you lose a few head of horses. Come up for me. 50 miles away from here. I've just been waiting for a chance.
Well, here we go again.
Listen, this is no way to handle it. And you keep out of this. Let me at him. Let me at him. I'll kill him. Why, you old cinder, you couldn't kill a dead fish with a cannon. You ain't got us licked yet. How many horses did you save?
Just the ones that Rex brought in. The rest of them scattered so bad it'll take a week to gather them.
That leaves us about 20 head. Mr. Sawyer, you better get out of here. Enough trouble for one day.
Yes, there's another rat. Go on, get back to your trap.
Hello, Marie. You know, you got a pretty stupid old man. Alan got a hold of 20 horses, enough to give us a real bad time in that race.
How do you know?
I heard it from Alan. Orrin, if I lose that mail contract, the McCall shipping line's out of business. And you and Marie are out of a job.
I guess you're right, sir. The race will be coming up in a couple of days. Suppose they lose the stagecoach and all their equipment. They wouldn't have time to replace it, would they?
Well, that'd help. Their equipment, huh? Maybe the whole barn. It's not a bad idea, Orrin. Get going.
You come with me. Marie, you're going to have to stay here.
Oh, John.
Go ahead and turn in, Slim. I'll take care of the horses.
All right. I'll put them in the barn for you. Rex, you boys have had a busy day.
Thanks. Night.
Night.
Get some straw and toss it in there.
Marie.
Come here, baby. What are you doing here? I thought I had you tied up, you know?
water. Let's put out this fire. Hey, there's a man in here. Let's get him out. Brockway. Mr. Brockway.
He's dead. He's been shot. Allen, you were the first man in here.
Mr. Sawyer was the first man in here.
You'll find one shot fired out there, Marshal, but it wasn't fired at Brockway. There were 2 men in here who ran out the back door.
Who were they?
I couldn't tell.
I didn't see hiding her hair or nobody. Jumping Jehoshaphat, it's Mr. Brockway.
I demand that man's arrest. I heard him threaten Brockway a short time ago.
Is that right, Sawyer?
Sure, he threatened him. They've been feuding for years. But he'd never shoot Mr. Brockway or anybody else. Don't move anyone. Come on, Dad, before they start holding court right here.
Mr. Sawyer, I wouldn't run out on this. If you're not guilty, you don't have anything to worry about. The marshal will see you get a fair trial.
Nancy, give Slim his gun back.
All right. But remember, if anything happens to Dad, you talked him into it.
Nancy.
You're under arrest, Sawyer. Come with me. Take him out, boys.
I knew there was feuding, but I didn't think they'd carry it this far.
That sure knocks our race to San Diego into a cocked hat. McCall can't lose now, with Brockway dead and Sawyer in jail.
Maybe somebody wanted it that way.
That'll be all, Mr. McCall. Thank you very much. Sawyer, you admit this was your gun that was fired. Well, of course, we can't tell for sure what happened, but all the evidence points directly toward you. I'm sorry, I'm going to have to hold you.
Before you set date for the trial, sir, I'd like you to call another man in for testimony.
All right, who is it?
First Mate Orrin of the Argonaut.
What's he got to do with it?
I think I can prove that he was in town just before the shooting took place.
Look, if you're trying to shift the blame for this killing onto someone else, why don't you come out and say it?
Why don't you let Orrin talk for himself?
McCall, I think you better send for him.
It'll be a little difficult. Orrin sailed last night on the Argonaut for San Diego at midnight.
Sailed? But wasn't supposed to leave till this afternoon. I thought you were going to make a race out of this.
Inasmuch as we'd collected the mail, it was a rising tide and fair wind, I took the liberty to tell him to shove off.
You say it sailed at midnight?
That's right.
And it left after the shooting. Marshal, I saw Orrin's pet monkey going up the street just before Mr. Brockway was killed. I think it's only fair to hold up this trial until we can talk to Orrin.
That sounds reasonable.
And Mr. McCall, your race is still on.
You doggone tootin' it's still on. We can kill 2 birds with 1 stone. We can outrun the Argonaut to San Diego, and we can bring back your star witness.
We'll need your permission, sir, to use the Brockway horses and rolling equipment.
I think old John Brockway would have been happy to have them use his stage and horses to save an innocent man.
All right, Rex, go ahead.
Thank you. How much time can you give us?
Well, with the possibility of new evidence, I won't set trial for 30 days. Is that agreeable?
Sorry, Marshal. My tongue slipped off my Adam's apple.
Looks like you've got a race on your hands, Mr. McCall.
Slim, hitch up the horses and meet me in front of the post
On
office.
my way.
Here's some mail that come in after the Argonaut left. As soon as it gets to San Diego, I'm going to have it postmarked time and date. So if we beat them, we can prove it.
The mail's important, but don't forget to bring back our star witness, Orrin.
We'll bring him back dead if he don't live.
Just a minute, Slim. I brought you a present.
Gee, goody gumdrops. Thanks, Nancy.
Now wait, Slim. There are 30 gumdrops in that bag, and you're supposed to be gone 30 days. That's 1 gumdrop a day, and Dad and I want to share the last one right here. Don't disappoint us. Be sure and bring Orrin back before the last gumdrop is gone.
We won't let you down, Nancy.
I'll take good care of Coco for you.
Thanks.
Hey, these 30 gumdrops, is that counting today?
That's right, Slim.
Well, 1 day's gone. Let's go.
Good luck.
I don't like the idea of a government postal agent trying to wreck my shipping lines.
Yeah, that ain't part of his job.
They say they can cut our time in half. I don't know. One thing bad. The Argonaut left in such a hurry, they only had time to round up half the crew.
You can't tell. Maybe that stage might run on a little trouble.
Trouble?
Yeah. There's a lot of outlaws down along the Iron Mountain Trail.
I want you to give a message to Orin in San Diego. Tell him I've sent for the circuit judge. We'll hold the trial right away. Tell him to hide out till after the hanging.
But I thought you said the marshal would hold up trying the case for 30 days.
That's right. But the judge will change all that. I'll see that he holds a speedy trial and gets a conviction. I'll get some men and get going.
Well, another day, another gumdrop. I say it's sure a good thing we're not riding on the Argonaut. Why? Well, if we was, we'd sure have a bunch of seasick passengers. Seasick? Oh!
You up there, report to the helmsman. 2 days out of San Francisco in a fair wind. McCall told me before we left that Sawyer was in jail for murder. By the time we get back, the old goat will be hung for killing Brockway.
Guilty. It is the finding of this court that John Brockway was shot and killed by this defendant, Sam Sawyer. The charge being first-degree murder.
But, Judge, there's one witness that you haven't even heard.
The marshal promised us 30 days to bring him back.
I'm aware of that fact. But there's public demand for punishment, and there's danger of mob violence. I'm satisfied with the evidence and see no reason why sentence should be delayed. It is hereby declared that 10 days from this date, at noon, this defendant, Sam Sawyer, shall be hanged by the neck until dead. And may God have mercy on your soul.
Nancy, come on. Coco's ready. It'll take a heap of riding if you're going to catch that stage.
I gotta let them know what happened so they won't lose any time getting Orrin here.
Just give him his head and let him ramble. He's the best horse in the barn.
Thanks, Pete.
Welcome, señorita.
Did a stagecoach pass through here?
Si, señorita, with 2 men. They were in a big hurry. I give them fresh horses.
I've got to catch up with them. How far ahead are they?
I show you. You are here, señorita, the Casa del Rey. The coach, I think he should be right about here.
Can you keep this horse and give me a fresh one? He's pretty tired. He's come a long way.
Si, señorita, I have a beautiful pinto. If you are not afraid to ride at night, you will be able to catch up with him.
Bring him to me. Pronto. Por favor.
Si, señorita.
I'm about through here. How are you coming along?
Got them all hooked up except the traces.
Oh, burn luck. Installed here since morning. Here it is, half the night gone, and we're still not on the road. That's going to have to do it.
Don't look very strong to me.
It's as strong as it's going to get. I sure hope the road don't get any worse from here on out.
It's Nancy.
Nancy? Hi, Nancy. You look like bad news.
Rex, Dad was found guilty.
Guilty, but the trial is not...
The trial has already been held. Somebody rushed it through. They're going to hang Dad.
Well, the marshal said we had 30 days.
I know that, but the judge suddenly showed up in town and said there was enough evidence against Dad so that Orrin's testimony didn't matter.
Oh. How much time have we got?
They set it for noon, a week from today.
And we got 7 days to get Orrin back to that judge in San Francisco. We'll have to move fast.
I want to go with you.
Slim, tie your horse on behind while I hook up these traces.
Okay. Yeah, boy. Cut back.
Okay, Rex, get on the road.
This wind holds. We'll be in San Diego tomorrow. When we get there, I'll take the mail ashore. Everybody else stays aboard. I don't want anybody jumping ship. We're short-handed now. I'll have to take on more men when we shove off. Come on, Marie. I'll get busy.
Hey, Slim.
Are you awake?
I tried to sleep, but I couldn't. Have we passed the Apple Valley Bridge yet?
No, it's a couple of miles on down the road. Them old horses is holding up fine and everything's real peaceful for a change. Uh-oh. Here now.
Nancy, stay down there. Get down and stay down.
Nancy?
Hey, Slim, you know that repair work you done?
Yeah, it wasn't made for going like this.
Hey, the bridge is out. Jump!
Well, go on.
Ladies first.
Thanks, Slim.
Lord, we're lucky to escape with our lives.
They weren't after us at all.
They made sure we didn't get to San Diego. When they catch those horses, that's our last chance.
We can't be more than 20 miles from San Diego.
It's a long walk.
Well, maybe we'll find a ranch.
Well, let's get started. Hey, it's Nancy's horse, the one that was tied onto the stage.
Ho, ho, ho.
Whoa! Oh, I got you. You take him, kid. You can still make it. Pick up that Orrin polecat and light out for San Francisco.
Go on, hurry.
Stay in the road, and I'll send you a horse from the first ranch I pass. I'll be in there late tonight. Look me up at the waterfront when you get there.
Well, with our stage in the river, it looks like McCall wins the race.
Looks like he wins everything.
It's getting along towards dark. Another day, another gumdrop.
There aren't many left, Slim.
You can say that again.
I guess we better get going if we're going to meet Rex in San Diego tomorrow morning.
Hey, Joe. Here's another one for the Argonaut. A couple more early morning drinkers and we'll have our quota. The easiest $50 we ever made. Hiya, cowboy.
Morning. He looks like he's dead.
No, just dead drunk.
Sailor, wasn't he?
Yeah, off the Argonaut. I don't know what they mean, able-bodied seamen. We got 2 of them back there, sleeping it off.
They'll pick him up before they sail, won't they?
Yeah, they'll have to be carried on board. Hate to see a man can't hold his liquor. Here, have a drink. It's on the house. It's my birthday. I'm celebrating.
I don't indulge in this sort of stuff.
Oh, go ahead. You must be dry. Looks like you've had a long ride.
Say that again. Well, here's looking at you. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm awful sorry.
It's all right. No harm done.
Here's looking at you.
You been in town long? Don't think I've seen you before.
Just rode in. Heading up north. Heard about the gold strike.
From what I hear, they're paving the streets up there with gold dust. Don't see much of it around here, though. No, if I didn't have a family, Hey. Hey, mister. Hey, Joe, here's another $50. The Argonaut can still use 2 more.
Hey, look. This is him, all right.
Yeah, he's been here a while, too. He's cooled off.
Well, Rex ought to be around someplace close. I'll check in here and on down the street. You take a gander back that way. Howdy, mister.
Morning.
Say, you haven't seen anything of a cowboy about so tall with a big tan-colored hat on?
I might have. Here, have a drink while I think about it.
Say, thanks a million. Now about this feller.
Well, he went out the door and turned to the right.
Well, thanks a lot. I don't want to go and let me sleep.
Slim! Slim, wake up, boy. Wake up, wake up. Wake up. Wake up, wake up.
This is our last stop to pick up the rest of the crew. Jim. How many we got?
4. We're 1 short.
We won't need him. Another 50 apiece, huh? 200, right?
Right.
Where are they?
In here.
As soon as we get him aboard, you get back to McCall and thank him for warning me. Tell him I'm going to take a little vacation in Panama. I don't think he'll mind me using the Argonaut. I got to get something out of this, doing all McCall's dirty work for him.
Come on, Joe, give us a hand.
Well, look what we collected.
How'd they get here?
Looking for me.
Well, they found you.
Wait till we get them aboard ship. Will they be surprised? Here, take this one. Drag him out.
Why did you kill Mr. Brockway?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Let me have this one, too.
No, wait a minute. I'll talk. McCall sent me to the barn. Brockway just happened to come in there is all.
McCall, huh? Get a piece of paper, Nancy. He's going to write this down. Come on. Come on. He'll stay tied until you can get the sheriff. Slim, listen close. Tell him I've got a full confession. I'll send it back just as soon as I can. Nancy, your dad's got just one chance. That's if I can get there on time.
Rex, I'll be praying for both of you.
You better take the two of these old ponies. You can ride the old bay till he gives out and then switch to this Pinto horse. He'll pack you a long ways, kid.
I left Coco at Casa del Rey.
Ah, on your way. There, honey, don't you cry now. There'll still be some gumdrops left for us when he gets to San Francisco. I hope.
Hey, Marshal. I was just talking to the editor. There isn't much time left. Thought maybe there was something I could do for old man Sawyer.
You've done enough already. Sawyer's time is running out. I don't like the thought of a hanging, McCall. I just don't like it. But I'm doing what the law says.
Thanks for the trade, stranger. You're getting a good horse. Give him a week's rest and he'll be just as good as new.
Mr. Sawyer. Mr. Sawyer.
Did they get here?
Not yet, but they will. They have to.
Yeah. But I've only got until tomorrow noon. I want you to take this, Pete. It's the note I'm leaving for Nancy.
I only hope I don't have to give it to her.
Hoping is about all I've been doing.
I'll do a little praying.
Thanks, Pete.
Senor Allen! Senor Allen! 3 hours sleep, you told me. Time is up. Apúrese. El camino es largo. Se le va a hacer tarde. Apúrese, Senor Allen. If any horse can get you there, Coco will.
Muchas gracias, señor.
No hay por qué.
Nos vemos.
Que vaya bien. Adiós.
Adiós, compadre.
Apúrese, apúrese, señor Allen. Hurry.
All right, tie it off. Any last word, Sawyer?
Yes. The same ones they gave me. May God have mercy on your souls.
Full-signed confession from First Mate Orrin, and he says Roger McCall's behind this whole deal.
Here, Bree, have one. Since we got all them crooks in jail, Mr. Sawyer says he'll keep us in gumdrops for the rest of our life.
Come on, Nancy. Hurry up with that United States mail.
Just think, letters from here to St. Joe in 11 days.
Well, I've seen spotted quail that couldn't fly that fast.
Rex, there isn't anyone else who deserves the honor of riding the first leg on this mail run. You know, you never would have got the idea if you hadn't made that ride from San Diego.
Well, we ought to make the first leg of it pretty quick. It's only 10 miles.
Get going. All the rest of those riders clear across the country are waiting.
Here, Rex, you can have one, too.
You bet I will.
Come on, Marie, get off of there. That's a man's job.
So long.
There he goes, the birth of the Pony Express.